Well, as we continue here into the rest of this week, we are continuing a fairly similar pattern to what we've been dealing with when it comes down to seasonal summer-like temperatures, where we have those morning lows there sitting at 55 and an afternoon high here for a Thursday heading into those mid 80s, just near where those averages sit. But we also know that does continue to keep that thunder risk in place as well. We still have some tap of some of that moisture, and this time of the year, we keep an eye on that monsoon moisture, as that gives us some good feed, especially depending on where a high pressure system to the southwest continues to fall. Now, what we are going to watch is, as we'll stay summer-like here into at least about Friday, potentially Saturday, what we are going to see is that high is going to pull out a bit, and that's going to allow for a stronger northwesterly flow. And with that, that's going to lead to a little bit of some drier conditions, some more mild temperatures, as we'll see a pullback to even slightly below normal. And with that as well, that northwesterly flow is going to feed us into some stronger potential, seeing some haze in our sky. And the haze is from some wildfire smoke that is across the Pacific Northwest, and that's to our northwest. So as we get that flow, we'll have a few impacts, but note that when it comes down to moving any of that smoke down into our surface layers, it is looking very limited, so we're not dealing with any air quality concerns, but our blue sky just might look a little hazy at times, and we can't even rule that out, seeing some of that smoke here as we roll into our Thursday. But we still stay with that summer-like pattern where afternoon high temperatures, as mentioned, continue to climb into those mid 80s, but we do see that afternoon thunderstorm threat in place. Now, with that high pressure system drifting a bit, what we're seeing is that there's been some concern of that stronger storm threat across our area, and that's moving a little bit more off towards the east with that high pressure system. So a few storms could become possible, severe, but for the most part, it is a very isolated threat for any strong, widespread activity. It is looking to be very, very sparse. We even roll through the forecast, and you can just see a few little cells develop. So everyone is not going to see coverage here, especially for Thursday. Friday, we may have some better coverage, but that's going to be due to switching to that northwesterly flow. So for Thursday, we'll talk about an isolated storm chance with those near normal temperatures: 86 into Cheyenne, 87 into Lusk, 93 into Scottsbluff, to 82 into Laramie. As we head into our Friday forecast, again, this will be a day that I'll have a little better of that storm coverage. Could see some similar conditions to what we had for our Wednesday. Similar temperatures as well. It's still staying with that summer-like feel, with the 90 still on the board, to Laramie even still hanging on to 80. But as we head into that Saturday forecast, this is where we're going to see that change up in those temperatures, where we even hold into those 70s from Laramie through Rollins, Casper down to 85, Wheatland down to 82, and Scottsbluff even into the 80s as well. So straying away from that 90-degree heat. Still going to have a few storms there on Saturday, as well as even mentioned on Sunday, but that pullback will continue to occur at least through Monday. Before Monday, we are going to steer to a new weather pattern, which is expected to bring in some drier and potentially warmer conditions for the end of next week.